Hey everybody, my name is Akio-san, and welcome back to another pack opening video. Today I've got a very special one. I've got a Double Masters pack that I've acquired. Well, I guess without further ado, let's get right into this. Now, Double Masters is very infamous for having two rares in the set, and also very high-powered reprints in the set, such as Force of Will, Mana Crypt, Blightsteel Colossus. But yeah, many. Anyways, let's get into this and see what we get our hands on. So the first card is Ancient Stirrings. That is 1 green for a sorcery that says look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a colorless card from among them and put it into your hand. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So it's pretty ideal to go find something from the top 5. Defiant Salvager. Tuna Black for a 2/2 Aetherborn Artificer. Says sacrifice an artifact or a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Defiant Salvager. Activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. That's pretty good, so it's a little thing you can make bigger. Next card is Rapacious Dragon. 4 and a red for a 3/3 dragon with flying. When Rapacious Dragon enters the battlefield, create 2 treasure tokens. That's not too bad. I mean, if you really need treasure tokens, that's not a bad card. Our next card is Sylvan Might. 1 and a green for a instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn, with flashback for 2 green. That's pretty good. Little pump spell and trample. Our next card is Pyrite Spellbomb. It is an artifact that costs 1 colorless. You may pay a red and sacrifice it. It deals 2 damage to any target. Or you may pay a colorless and sacrifice it to draw a card. It's a nifty little artifact there. Oh, this is a pretty infamous card. Next one is Brainstorm. 1 blue for an instant. Draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. So it helps you, I guess, order the top of your deck if you need it. Pretty helpful. Next card is Cathodion. It is 3 colorless for a 3/3 artifact construct. When Cathodion dies, you add 3 colorless. That's pretty good. Our next card is Fortify. Fortify is 2 and a white for an instant. Choose 1. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, or creatures you control get +0/+2 until end of turn. So that's interesting if you needed to buff up some of your things, either power or toughness wise. Our next card, we're getting into the uncommons now, is Weapons Trainer, which is a red and a white for a 3/2 human soldier ally. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 as long as you control an equipment. That's interesting. Nifty little pump creature. Our next card is Crop Rotation. 1 green for an instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a land. Search your library for a land card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. That's pretty good if you're playing like a land graveyard recursion deck. Next card is Valorous Stance. 1 and a white for an instant. Choose 1. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn, or destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. So that's neat. You could give your thing protection, making sure it won't die, or you could kill something that's powerful. Ooh, one of our rares is a mythic, Dark Depths. It's a legendary snowland. Enters the battlefield with 10 ice counters on it. You may pay 3 colorless to remove an ice counter from Dark Depths. When Dark Depths has no ice counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do, create Merit Lage, a legendary 20/20 black avatar creature token with flying and indestructible. That is very frightening. Our next rare is Kuldotha Forgemaster. 5 colorless for a 3/5 construct. You may tap it to sacrifice 3 artifacts, search your library for an artifact card, and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So that helps you go tutor out something if needed. Our next card is the foil, known as Iron Bully. 3 colorless for a 1/1 golem with menace. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter on a target creature. And then our other foil is another weapons trainer, which we had earlier. Our token is a servo token with no back. Well, overall, out of this pack, Dark Depths is probably not my pick, even though it's the mythic. Dark Depths and Kuldotha Forgemaster. Even though these two cards are basically the most powerful two cards you could end up getting out of this set. Well, not really the most powerful out of this set, but they're still really decent. This one, not so much. Dark Depths is pretty good. I still think either ramp-wise, maybe, I would probably go ramp-wise with either the crop rotation or if we're going with trying to make your creatures not die, you could use Valorous Stance to try and give your creature indestructible if it's really important. And of course, if you need any sort of little fixing at the top of your deck, you can do Brainstorm. Or if you need extra card draw or just killing something cheap, you could do Pyrite Spellbomb. But other than those, not really. Everything else is not really my first choice in a draft. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me opening up these Double Master pack and getting the Dark Depths and Kuldotha Forgemaster as the mythic and the rare. Hopefully, if I get my hands on any more of these, try to do, hopefully, get either a Blightsteel Colossus, or like I mentioned earlier, a Mana Crypt, or a Force of Will, or even a Doubling Season, since that's a very powerful card as well. Anyways, without further more of the video, I suppose that will be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to make sure you get notified when I upload my next video. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.